Shalom. Give me 1 second to check the feed. The feed. All right, we're good. All right, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Amar Ariel from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another Lord willing, edifying lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that sat here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. In this video, pretty much, I wanted to do a response. All right, let me actually put this on the screen first. All right, because the beloved brother, Yahanna Posh, from the Montreal, Canada camp, did this lesson last night. Going in on General Yahanna. All right. As you can see, his page, GMS, Contrition is Key, God. And the video was entitled, General Yahanna promoted sodomy, so he should keep silent, and put in quotations, receipts. Now, I'm going to play a little bit of his video in a minute, but what prompted this video response was a statement that was made from General Yahanna of the ISUPK, all right, concerning this whole situation that happened with Al-Azhar from Sakari pretty much being exposed for being a freak, man, a mo, a certified, a nasty nigga, man. All right. You all know what's going on with that situation. I don't gotta, bring it back up. But, I find it highly ironic and hypocritical that this statement was made, and this nigga is guilty of promoting the same type of wickedness that Al-Azhar got exposed for, not on the same magnitude, but nonetheless the same type of sin as we're going to get into, which is, sodomy, man. All right. So first I want to play the statement that was made.
When they come to these damn groups out, you understand, I don't want nothing to do with them unless they giving up all flags and bringing their body into under the truth. Because of course, 90% of this shit is born out of selfishness, out of looking for power, out of sexual deviancy, and you just destroying the work of the Lord. Okay. Never before to harden them, never before did black people look at us like we had a sexual deviance problem. Never before did they look at us. Never before did black people, and in all our years of speaking on the street, black people never felt like, I don't like them brothers on the street. They might have disagreed with us, but nobody came against us like they had, unless they had a drug problem or, something like that. But other than that, black people knew we was for them. But it wasn't until you break-off groups got out here with 1,000 fucking camps. This ain't just these camps that I'm mentioning. They had 1,000 other. You had 3, 4, 5 camps in Brooklyn. You had that bullshit going on. You had that bullshit going on with my main man Barack. Came up with me together. We came up together, me and Barack. Barack went and took over that House of David bullshit, and then got down there in the Purple Cat's face and let them pump the shit out of him. After that, I haven't seen him on the internet yet since that day. You understand? All that shit came out of that. Every bit of it came out of that. What did we do? We stood our ground. And that bullshit that happened with the Jesus Christ Church, the Lord destroyed it. That's our legacy. Our legacy is this. We UPK, Marshall left. They set up that garbage over there. We stood our ground. We stood our ground. The Lord killed Tazadaki. He didn't just shut him down. He put him to death for that evil shit he did. And then pushed that shit to the side.
All right, now I want to deal with this part.
Did black people look at us, Lord? Never before Tahar, never 90%.
Start back over Salakia.
When they come to these damn groups out, you understand, I don't want nothing to do with them unless they giving up all flags and bringing their body into the under the truth. Because of course, 90% of this shit is born out of selfishness, out of looking for power, out of sexual deviancy, and you just destroying the work of the Lord. Never before Tahar, never before.
And that's, like I said, that's highly hypocritical for GMS to get the blame for this nigga Al-Azhar, being exposed for being, a closeted Mo. All right. This nigga got exposed for letting his woman, peg him. So he's a sodomite, man. But for some reason, Apostle Tahar and all the members of Great Millstone somehow are at fault for this situation. So the thing that he's saying, which I find it highly funny, is that Apostle Tahar is the reason why this sodomite spirit is in Israel, when the news reports, all right, prove that you were once with this, you endorsed this same act of sodomy, man. Okay, now let me pull the receipt up. All right, and like I said, I'm gonna get into the brother's video in a minute, but I just want to pull the receipts, man, because this nigga's a hypocrite. All right, and bear with me. I'm gonna get the scriptures in a minute. I just want to play this. You heard that. You heard that shit, right? We'll play it back. Watch it. So this nigga is openly admitting to endorse sodomy, man. All right. Now the brother went into it in his lesson. I'm not gonna pull it up the actual words on the screen. But I'm gonna play his video in a minute. But I want to pull this up on my phone so to keep from going back and forth on here. All right. So we're gonna go into the definition of sodomy. All right, on Edamon Online, and it says sodomy. It says unnatural sexual relations, such as those customs imputed to the inhabitants of biblical Sodom, especially between men, but also with beasts. It says in quotations, anal sex, literally the sin of Sodom. Okay, so sodomy, all right, is essentially anal sex, man. All right, so what does the scriptures say about sodomy, man? All right, so let's get that, because for what we know, according to the scriptures, we know, all right, about Sodom and Gomorrah, as well as those 5 cities that was famous for sodomy. And what did the Lord do to Sodom and Gomorrah? He destroyed it, man. because of the wicked acts that was being done there, man. All right, which, as we just read, one of those acts being, all right, anal sex, man. Okay, whether it was men on men or women, being popped up the ass, man. Neither one of those acts are, okay according to the Bible, man. All right. So, what this nigga is saying, he's a hypocrite. All right. This dude is a straight up hypocrite and wants to blame GMS for this, but you are promoting the same thing that Alazar got busted for, man. All right. So this is why at the end of the day, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to deal with you niggas, man. All you hypocritical ass niggas, man. The Lord's going to get with every last one of you, man. Let's get this right here in Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. It says, "But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." Right. And so the fact that you are wanting to, shift blame onto GMS for the wickedness that, Sakari got exposed for, because it wasn't just Alazar that got exposed. All right. He exposed all his so-called friends in his camp, man. Okay. He went into how his ex, friend member, whatever you want to call him, Deacon Hakah. He said he's into, the sodomy too. All right. The dude that exposed him, Ariala. All right. He's an adulterer. All right. He chills with the rainbow people. So it's just a clusterfuck of wickedness that was going on in Sakari as well as in ISUBK. As we're showing you, your leader, all right, the commanding general Yahanna, all right, he's openly promoting wickedness, man. Okay, because sodomy is not okayed in the Bible, man. All right, that's a sin unto the scriptures, as we just read earlier, man. Definition again. It says back in Sodomy in the Edamon online, it says anal sex, literally the sin of Sodom. So why is your leader openly? He's supposed to be the commanding general Yahanna. He's supposed to be, according to him, the next, in line under Yahweh, right? Okay, so if he's supposed to be, this great teacher, why is he, promoting acts that are against the scriptures, man? Okay, for you bonehead niggas that want to overlook shit like this on Play It Again, so you hear it. You goddamn right. We gonna disagree with you because you was going the fuck off, man. There's nothing okay about doing no nasty ass shit like that, man. That body part is exit only, man. There's no reason to be putting anything up there, man. Okay, the Lord gave us the purpose of sex to be fruitful and multiply. That was the first commandment that was given unto man and woman, man. So for you to promote this, you're promoting sexual perversion, man. Okay, which as I'm a touch on, when you really get into what this this act of sodomy really goes back to, it's a form of idol worship, man. Okay, I'm not gonna get all explicit. We all got common sense. We know that what the health risks are behind that shit, man. I'm not gonna get into all that. The brother already did that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, but at the same time, this is something that must be said, just for the fact of you got new listeners that's coming in, all right, that may have never heard this information before, because this is a touchy subject, but it's our jobs as being proper judges and priests to bring out this information because we know our people are simple. All right. So yeah, it's our job to correct this bullshit out here, man. So this man claiming to be a priest, okay? Hey, this is a false prophet that is promoting wickedness in the earth, man. All right. Let's get this here and hey, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem Hakodash, Barakathon to all, you brothers and Zaquanium on the comment board, man. Hey, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakathon, man. All right. Ezekiel 22 and 25. It says, there is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion, ravening the prey. They have devoured souls. They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows in the midst thereof. All right. It says, her priests have violated my law. And did he not just call himself a priest? So, as a priest, are we not supposed to be over the law and teaching our people the correct way to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man? Okay. It says, her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane, neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbath, and I am profane among them. Right. So at the end of the day, do you not realize that this body we're supposed to keep holy to the best of our ability, man? All right. Do you not understand that this body belongs to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? And when you commit a filthy and abominable act such as sodomy, are you not realize that's defiling your body? Okay. Let's grab that real quick. Then I believe First Corinthians. Man, hey, I can't wait till Yahweh Bashim Yahushua destroy all you fucking niggas, man, because here it is. All right, judgment has been, brought out upon, Alazar, for that wickedness that he was, doing behind closed doors. And like I said, for some reason, GMS is the reason why why this nigga is being put on blast when it was the spirit of the Lord that revealed this nigga. It wasn't us, you know. Like you see in the thumbnail, man, it is quoting Ezekiel the 8th chapter, man, because the Lord is showing us, all right, the true nature of all these wicked ass Israelite camps, man. All right, because it's dirt on all you niggas, man. All right, like the brother said right here, dealing with General Yahanna. Another thing General Yahanna didn't say this, but that other big fat nigga in ISUBK, I remember this that video, GMS Yahweh Stop Hopeful Elect 777. Hey, y'all about Shemal Shabrakatah. It says ISUPK also said that Chris Rock should try to F Jada Pinkett Smith because of what happened to Will Smith. Right. That's wickedness. Cause hey, what's that? What is that? That's adultery, which is another thing that is being, promoted amongst these different Israelite camps that we've heard numerous stories of, man. IUIC, ISUPK, Sakari, and these things are swept right under the rug, man. All right. Hey, so this shows you a lot of you camps. Hey, man, you niggas is not right, man. Okay. So continuing on, this is First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and that the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, him shall Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua destroy, for the temple is holy. It's like, for the temple of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is holy, which temple ye are. Let no man deceive himself. Well, that's the point. Verse 17 is the point, man. Your body is the temple of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So we're supposed to keep this body holy, man. All right. And when you, allow yourself to get, as a man, all right, to pretty much get, entered from behind, man. Okay. You have now defiled this body, man, which is completely wicked, man. All right. Yeah, I remember that, bro. All them niggas was clapping in the background when he said that nonsense too, because Jake endorses wickedness, man. You know, like the scriptures say, man. Hey, woe unto you that justify the wicked, man. You know, because see what it is amongst 2/3 of the nation of Israel is they truly do not like righteous judgment, man. Okay. Hey, when bullshit is said, niggas love it, but when true righteousness is shown forth, Okay, hey, Jake shows you that they love darkness rather than light, man. They truly hate Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, which is why the Lord is going to judge 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Okay, let me grab this real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 6. It says, I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire in the streets. Now, all right. Hey, this was, dealing with Israel back then, because Israel is a hypocritical nation, man. As you see, okay, hey, wickedness is being justified in the eyes. Look how many people is coming to Alazar's defense, man, when he openly admitted to being a Mo. Okay. And this fat greasy ass nigga General Yahanna gonna have the nerve to sit up here and try to condemn Great Millstone for his nasty ass actions when this nigga is guilty of promoting the same thing, man. Okay. Now he wasn't saying the same thing of what Alazar was guilty of, but the fact being that he's saying you're allowed to sodomize your woman. No. Okay. Hey, hey, the woman has a vagina. Okay. And that's what you're supposed to put your rod in as well. Hey, she has a mouth too, man. Okay, even with that. All right. Hey, you got people that'll come on here and say that oral sex is a form of sodomy too, which is not true. Okay, because if you Google, matter of fact, the brother actually pulled it up in his video. Let me put that on the screen. All right. He Googled did the original definition of sodomy uh mean oral too, or something along that. But as you see, AI overview, it says this right here. No, the original definition of sodomy did not include oral sex, but it was later expanded to include it. So, hey, you got people out here that'll try to say that oral sex is wicked. No, that's not the same thing as butt play, man. Okay. So as it says, sodomy is a term that refers to sexual acts involving the mouth or anus of one person and the sex organs of another. That we just read that wasn't the original definition. So the fact that you're allowing stuff to be put inside your anus, that's off. That's wicked, man. Okay. So going, take this back off. All right. So going back to this in Ezekiel 22 and 26 again, it says her priests have violated my law and profane my holy things. So let me put this back on the screen. It says they have put no difference between the holy and profane, neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbath, and I am profane among them. Right. So this right here is just another indicator of Jake promoting wickedness, man. Okay, because another video, I want to highlight from the elder Micah Allah from the Dallas camp. Went into the lesson the other day. This is channel Bon Ra Bon. There is a sexual deviant spirit in Israel that's being exposed, and has, as he was going into, okay, that spirit of adultery, that spirit of sodomy. These things are being practiced behind closed doors, and now Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is exposing that stuff. All right, to show you that these Israelites are not right, man. All right. So let me go to the Ezekiel, the 8th chapter, real quick, and bring this up before I play the brother's video. All right. So this is Ezekiel chapter 8, and I'll start at verse 5. And it says, Then said he unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes now the way toward the north. So I lifted up mine eyes to the ways, it's like the way toward the north, and behold, northward at the gate of the altar, this image of jealousy in the entry. And he said furthermore unto me, Son of man, seest thou what they do? Even the greater abominations that the house of Israel committed here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary. But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. All right. And symbolically, we can apply this today to the internet, because how things are being exposed is through the internet in today's time, man. All right. Because everybody's putting their business all over, social media, YouTube and whatnot, man. So the Lord is allowing this internet to expose all these people, man. Okay. Then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door. And he said unto me, Go in and behold the wicked abominations that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things, and abominable beast, and all the idols of the house of Israel portrayed upon the wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel, and in the midst of them stood Jathaniah the son of Saphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Right. So these were, elders, high men of stature in Israel, that were in the temple behind closed doors, worshiping idols, man. Okay, and that's the same thing going on in Israel today, where you got these people in high positions of Israel claiming to be men of the Lord, but behind closed doors, they're adulterers, they're idolaters, they're promoting all types of wickedness, man. All right, so they think because Yahweh Shem Yahushua hasn't put them in the light, like how he did Sakari, okay, that they're getting away with it, that they don't see it, but they don't realize that the Lord sees all. Okay, let me get that real quick. All right, and none of you niggas are getting away with anything, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to expose you in due time, man. Okay, if you're doing wickedness, things will be brought out to light, man. All right, this is Sirach chapter 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. And was that not going on with Alazar? Okay, is that not going on? Okay, with these other guys, man. Hey, Junior Yahanna, this is just one of many infractions that we have on these guys. But see, that's the thing that that piss us off about you 2/3 zombie followers out there, man. Hey, it's all these receipts of shit that these damn these wicked niggas have said and done for years, that brothers have continually brought out and spoken on, and yet you got these niggas acting like Ray Charles, like they don't see and hear these things that's going on, man. Okay, and this is why the Lord is going to destroy you, because what it is a majority of you niggas out here are respecter of persons, man. Okay, you don't follow these guys off of the sincere belief that they're teaching the truth. No, you follow these camps because they cater to whatever spirit that still has ties to the world that you align yourself with, man. And that's the reason why the Lord is going to destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Like the sentiment that's been brought out lately, the majority of you Israelite that's being woken up to this truth, all right, it's for y'all condemnation, man, because you niggas are not right, and the Lord is going to expose every last one of you niggas, because the fact that you having a lot of you niggas coming out now and speaking on in the defense of Alazar, man, shows you that you niggas justify wickedness, man. And that's why there's the spirit. The elder did this video. There is a sexual deviant spirit in Israel that's being exposed. But then that fat greasy nigga Yahanna gonna get on camera and put the blame on Pastor Hart when he was, out here saying, bullshit, talking about you can, do your woman up the butt, and they're gonna sing the song about it, man. Hey, the Lord's gonna get with every last one of you wicked ass niggas out here, man. Okay? Like I said, once again, Sirach 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. The angels are watching and recording all the things that you niggas are doing behind the closed doors. And just like we read here in Ezekiel, the 8th chapter, all these things are going to be brought to the forefront and exposed in due time, man. Okay. And this is why the Lord is going to allow these Edomites, all right, to come down with great wrath upon you niggas, man, because you niggas are not right. Okay. So going back into Ezekiel, the 8th chapter, It says, Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark, every man in the chambers of his own imagery? For they say, The Lord seeth us not, the Lord hath forsaken in the earth, or forsaken the earth, Salaki. He said also unto me, Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. And then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. Right. Because a lot of these Israelite, quote unquote Israelite sisters that claim to be in the faith, a lot of you ain't right either, man. Okay. And you're doing a lot of, idolatrous works behind the scene. Okay. It says, Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. And he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, the door at the temple of the Lord between the porch and the altar were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of the Lord, and their face toward the east, and they worshiped the sun towards the east. And it shows you how wicked Jake is in the temple. Hey, as the Lord begins to show Ezekiel more and more this wickedness, hey, it showed these niggas are in the temple going off worshiping idols. And are we not seeing that? Just bringing up the Sakari situation again. This nigga shows you he has no respect for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The fact that they held the Lord's Passover in a strip club, in a titty bar, whatever you want to call it. There was naked women in the vicinity of them, and this is supposed to be them holding their Passover. Okay, you got General Yahanna of ISUPK, IUIC, all right, turning the Passover into a freaking party, man, auctioning off men, having fashion shows, all right, hey, self worshiping, man, self glorifying, man, nigga coming in on a white horse like he was Yahweh Shai, man. These niggas are straight up idolaters, man. Okay. It says, Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? It is a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here, for they have filled the land with violence and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. Right. So the point being, okay, hey, a lot of these Jake out here that's justifying this wickedness, hey, they are knowingly and unknowingly supporting idolatry, man. Okay, because that's what sodomy is really going back to is a form of idol worship. Because when you get into the form of worship, for these different idols, they require you to do acts such as sodomy, man. As we're gonna get into now, I'm gonna play some of the elders' video where he goes into that. Okay,
to commit fornication, which fornication in this case is sexual immorality. All right, so just a backdrop. Alam was hired by Balak, to basically introduce the nation of Israel to Baal Peor worship. Okay, that word.
Now, what he's reading from is here in Numbers 25, 1-3. And I'm gonna read this real quick in the NIV, to kind of fast forward what the elder was going into. So it says, while Israel was staying in Shittim, the men began to indulge in sexual immorality with Moabite women, who invited them to sacrifice to their gods. The people ate the sacrifice meal and bowed down before their gods, or these gods. So Israel yoked themselves to the Baal of Peor, and the Lord's anger burned against them. Now, what the elders are going to get into, and I'm going to kind of go into it as well. All right, is that sodomy? All right, is a form of Baal Peor worship. All right, so a lot of these, sexual acts that Jake is into, it goes back to idolatry, man. And this is why this thing is so serious. The why the Lord doesn't take kindly to this, man. This is why you Jakes that's claiming to be in the truth. All right, you have to have your wits about you to know what is wrong and right. There's no what's the word I want to use? It's no excuse, man. Okay, because this knowledge is supposed to make us wise in all things, man. So you can't be ignorant of nothing in this faith, man. And I want to grab this real quick. This is Sirach chapter 5 and 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small, right? And so, all right, looking at it in in a carnal sense, and looking at it even deeper in a spiritual sense, it should give you the understanding why this act is so foul and perverse and frowned upon in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, so you have to know these things. All right, so let's continue on.
Baal Peor, this simply means God of the opening. Baal is actually a fertility god. I had it right here in the study Bible. I'll read this for you guys. Baal, a fertility in nature, god of the Canaanites and Phoenicians. Baal was considered the god who brought rain and fertility. So Baal Peor is a fertility cult, which is a cult that worships sex. And you see that mind frame in the nation of Israel even to this day. You see what I'm saying? They worship the act of sex. A lot of these females out here, they worship their femininity, but they put it with a Israelite twist. So brothers, you have to be very careful who you lay down with, right? And who you are, chilling with, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like the elder saying, man, a lot of these women out here are witches, man. All right, a lot of these women, partake in different sex magic and rituals, putting spells on men. All right, and this is why, as a man, yeah, you supposed to, especially as a man of Yahweh Shem Shah with this knowledge. All right, you supposed to be, on your P's and Q's at all times, man. All right, like, and it's the spirit, the elder bishops in their street speaking, last week, literally touched on, okay, not letting a woman, freak you out. A day before this whole, debacle came out about Alazar, man. All right. So this is why at the end of the day, man, the spirit is speaking right now. Okay, because it's probably, more of these, niggas doing this nasty ass shit, in Israel that's not really being put on blast at the moment, man. So let me go into that a little more, man. All right. All right. So this is a PDF that I found. It says we are all guilty of practicing Baal pure worship. Okay. It says we are practicing Baal pure worship like Israel of old. We must repent before it's too late. What is the connection between Baal worship, Molech, the god of fire, and Ashereth, the goddess of fertility? All right. It says, do not bypass this important study. Pagan worship is practiced all over again at a grand scale here in North America, and especially in the Christian world. Homosexuality, trans, it says oral sex, but as we went into earlier, that's not off. All right. That's some shit that was added later on to the definition of sodomy, but there's nothing wrong with oral sex, man. It says anal sex, prostitution, and abortion. All right. So we're going to get right to the point. All right. So let's deal with we used to deal with Ashereth first, man. Okay. So who was Ashereth? It says Ashereth was the fertility goddess consort of Molech. Ashereth was mentioned 3 times in the scriptures: 1 King 11:5, 11:33, and 2 Kings 23:11. When Ashereth is mentioned in the scriptures, she is linked to Molech, who also is called Milcom in the Bible. Ashereth is mentioned, Asheroth is mentioned 12 times in the Old Testament. The word is used as the name of a town in ancient Israel in Deuteronomy 1:4, Joshua 9:10, 12:4, 13:12, 13:31, and 1 Chronicles 7 and 71 or 6 and 71. So like you, that towns were named after the fertility goddess indicates that her worship was already widespread when the children of Israel entered into the land of Palestine. And Judges 12:13 and 10 and 6 1 Samuel 7, 3 and 4, 12 and 10, 31 and 10. Ashereth refers to the ancient Canaanite fertility goddess with a slightly different spelling than Ashereth. Ashereth was the goddess of war and fertility, called Ishtar by Assyrians and Babylonians, called Ashereth by Greeks and Romans, also called Tanith by North Africans. So these same practices that was done, all right, back then, all right, are still being done in today's time. It's just, called new names, man. All right, and it's not, looked at in the same light as it was back then, man. All right, so let me grab this real quick because Esau has done a good job of hiding these things from the knowledge of the people today, man. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 9. The thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, that shall be done. That's like it. And the thing that is done, that which is done, is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun, right? So Israel has been doing these idolatrous acts, which is why the Lord gave us the law, statute, commandments, all right, to pretty much keep us separated from these wicked ass, activities, man. Because this has always been the downfall of Jake when it comes down to idolatry, man. And yet you got these same Israelites trying to justify this wickedness in today's time, man. Okay. All right, so let's grab this real quick. Damn, what was I just going to get? Damn, I just lost it. Salakia. If it come back, through the spirit, I'll bring it out. So I'll keep reading. So this says Yahweh placed the holiness code prohibitions of Leviticus 18 and 22 and 20 and 13 and more than the context of worshiping false gods 18 and 3, 21, 20 through 5 and 23. For many centuries before Israel entered into the land of Palestine, ancient Canaanite fertility cults used same-sex rituals to worship their false gods. And this is the same thing that Esau was doing today, and the Spirit just brought it back. Call all Yahbashim Yahushua. All right. Esau Edom has programmed our people to worship these same gods that had them, in these in this trick bag back then, man. All right. Because hey, you gotta remember Esau is, he has studied all the ancient kingdoms of old and how they were able to ensnare Israel in idolatry, man. Which is why this place Babylon the Great is a clusterfuck of all these different idols that have been in the past and just been renamed in today's time, man. Okay, this is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. It says, "Wherein times past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience." Right? Because hey, these devils have pretty much programmed our people, all right, to sin against Yahweh Shem Yahushua the same way that we did back in the ancient world, man. All right, so these same things that our people were doing back then, worshiping these same gods, defiling themselves and everything, is the same thing that's being done today, man. All right, and to grab this real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 2. It says, "Sexual immorality began when idols were invented. They have corrupted human life." And this is in the GNT, by the way. It said, "Sexual immorality began when idols were invented. They have corrupted human life ever since they were made. Idols have not always existed, nor will they exist forever. It was human pride that brought them into the world, and that is why a quick end has been placed for them." Right? Because we know a lot of this, this activity came from the Hamites, okay, which is why the Lord eventually expelled them out of the land, okay. But hey, when Esau came and took over, places like Egypt, and other lands, all right, he figured out, all right, how those heathen worship their gods, and he has implemented those same worship, tactics in today's time, man. So like I said, it's the same thing, but it's being done under different names, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little bit more, and I'm gonna go back to this. So this is back in this article. It says, The gay movement today claims it does not apply to their open practices of homosexuality or an anal sex, but it does because the very lifestyle of homosexuality renders honor to Baal Peor. Part 3 will prove that. Okay. It says the Most High prevented Israel from adopting the cultic sexual fertility goddess worship of Egypt and Canaan. All right, and it says that in the book of Leviticus 18:3, 20 and 23, which you can read these verses on your own. It says Yahweh Shem Yahushua abhors homosexuality, prostitution, abortion, and pagan worship of false gods. All right. And then it gives the scripture Leviticus 20:5. I will cut off from the midst of their people both him and all who follow after him in prostitution to commit prostitution by worshiping Molech. Leviticus 18:22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with as womankind is an abomination. And Leviticus 20 and 13 are in this context of sexual sin, harlotry, or prostitution, and Molech and Ashereth worship. Asherah was represented by the limp. All right, so I'm gonna skip down. All right, so let's deal with the Baal Peor. All right. Baal Peor, the Lord of the opening. Baal means Lord or owner and refers to Satan. Peor means cleft or gap from the word Pa'ar, meaning to open wide. The cleft or opening to which Peor referred to was the woman genital part. The goddess Ashereth was the representation of the female genital part, while Molech was the representation of the male genital part. While all immoral sex acts were considered in homage to Baal, the worship of Baal Peor was considered to be the most obscene. The temples had dedicated male and female prostitutes, priests and priestesses, and anal and oral sex were practiced by the same sex or opposite sex in order to commune with Baal Peor. While male prostitutes participated in the act, only the female principle was glorified. Man had to sacrifice his manhood to join in the act. And this is why, at the end of the day, what Alazar did was wicked as hell, man. Okay. The fact that he allowed his woman to humble him like that, hey, he very well could have been participating in that, in idol worship, man, because hey, it's a very good chance that this nigga sold out. And the thing that I thought about when this whole situation, came about is we know when you sell out to Esau, all right, he makes you defile yourself and he keeps something over your head to pretty much blackmail you into keeping you in line to what he wants you to do. Okay. So the fact that, this information came out about him and then the nigga got on camera, admitted it, and then cried in front of the whole world to see, man, that could have very well been a humiliation ritual, man. Okay. Because we know that these devils, when you sell out to them, they make you denounce Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. And you have to worship their God, which is Satan, man. Okay. And these idols are nothing more than, different names for Satan, man. Okay. So it says, in either case, he effeminized himself. This brought glory to Baal Peor because the worshiper had to abase himself both physically and spiritually before the cleft. The rites of Baal Peor only exalt the woman principle. So that right there shows you that this act is no light thing, man. Okay, you got Israelites making light of the situation. So whether you're practicing, a sodomy, all right, whether you're a fucking, a mo, or you're sodomizing your woman, like General Yahanna was promoting, both of these acts are wicked, okay? Because there's no place in that when it comes to, all right, keeping the law, man. Okay, the Lord forbids sodomy, man. All right, and the fact that you got Jake on these video comment boards, all right, and making videos trying to have sympathy and justify Al-Azhar, even having the nerve to compare him to King David shows you that these niggas are wicked. Okay, you don't even understand the deepness of what that sin really was, man. All right, yeah, the humiliation of him being outed as a mo, that's one thing, but to him that's he committed a highly offensive act in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This man is claiming to be not only a priest but a chief high priest, okay, which is a top position that he took upon himself. and he's doing this behind closed doors, man. That's a terrible look for the nation of Israel, man. And then you got another self-proclaimed top guy in Israel that's promoting sodomy. All right, you could sodomize your woman. That shit is wicked, man. You know, as you see right here, it says sodomy is a sin, similar to the meaning of Beor, Balaam's father. The Hebrew word for Sodom literally means burning. Sodomy is defined as anal, and it keeps saying oral, but we just read earlier that oral was later added to the definition of sodomy. That's not the original definition of what sodomy means. It says copulation with a member of the opposite sex, copulation with a member of the same sex, or bestiality. The act is considered Sodom even when it pertains to the opposite sex. So right there cuts General Yahanna. He's a false prophet. He's a liar. He's a wicked ass nigga that was promoting sin. Okay. So if you popping your woman up the butt, man, you are committing Sodom. You are a sodomite, man. All right. Heterosexuals who participate in this act are sodomites by the very definition of the word. So there's no getting around this, man. Okay. That was pure wickedness that he was promoting, but has the nerve to say that the sexual perverseness is being spread by GMS. Get the fuck out of here, man. It wouldn't take long in reviewing the scriptures to understand how Yahweh Hashem Yahushua feels about sodomy. The Bible is not silent on this topic. And that's all that needs to be said. You can read the rest of this on your own, man. Okay. Pause it and read it. Or if you see the title, type it in on Google, because I doubt the way YouTube is now, it's gonna let me post this on the comment board or anything like that. So like I say, just look up the title. All right. You should be able to find this on Google, man. All right. But just to show that, man, hey, these niggas are wicked as hell, man. Okay. So the fact that you got Jake out here justifying this bullshit shows you why the Lord has to destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. This shit is infuriating, man. But we understand that this shit comes with the territory. All right. And this is a lot of you Jakes are idol worshipers, whether you want to admit it or not, man. Okay. So back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, and I'm gonna jump down to verse 23 in the GNT. It says, they murdered children in their initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. They no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. And as we just read, all right, you got a top man in Israel, telling you it's okay to defile your marriage bed, man. Matter of fact, I might as well read that since it was on there, man. That's wicked, man. Okay. Right here. The marriage bed should be kept in honor. Hebrews 13:4. Some assert that there is an anything goes mentality to intimacy in marriage because the marriage bed is undefiled. However, the Bible prefaces that text by saying that marriage is first honorable. The text also states that fornication and adultery defiles the marriage bed. Now we know, as they're going to say, the word marriage, it means sex, man. Okay, you were married to a woman when you have sex with her, man. Okay, it says the word for fornication in the Greek word porneia, which means illicit sexual intercourse. So sex acts that the Most High deems as illicit are not acceptable just because it's practiced in the confines of a marriage. It defiles the marriage bed, which should be held in honor. The question then becomes, are acts of sodomy illicit? And like I said, that's really the more, I don't gotta read no more, man. Like I said, common sense should kick in at this point, man. All right. There's nothing good about anal sex. Okay, whether it's two modes or if you're with a woman, because the health benefit, I mean, it's like the health risk that come along that, as with the brother Yahanna Posh, he went into. Okay. Let's see if I can matter of fact, I'm not even gonna put that on the screen, bro. Hey, the brother, he went into it in his lesson. You can go check it out. But like I said, you wouldn't even really have to. This shouldn't be nothing that we shouldn't even have to talk about. Like I said, common sense should kick in, but we understand common sense ain't common anymore, man. All right. So the fact that you got, you got to even sit here and go into these things, let you know that this shit is crazy, man. All right. So going back, all right, back in Wisdom of Solomon, 14:23 again, it says they murdered children in initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. And this is what goes on in Hollywood, man. Okay, when you sell out, this is the things you have to do and partake in, man. All right, temple prostitutes. They no longer keep their lives or their marriages pure. A man might kill another by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. And that's something that's also promoted in Israel, man. Okay. Adultery is no light thing. That's a wicked act as well, man. Okay. Which is why the law, all right, it states what it states, man. Okay. For edification's sake, I'll grab that real quick. All right, Leviticus 20:10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Okay. Because hey, when you look at it, if you commit an adultery, like the scriptures say, not only do you lack wisdom, but hey, you're an idiot because that's really gay. If you popping another man's woman, all right, you know what you do with your woman, man. Hey, you gotta go into detail about that. You know what you do in your bedroom. So the fact that you are doing that's that a man is doing that with his woman, and you want to go behind that man and put your rod in another man's property, man. You niggas are disgusting, man. You know, and not saying that brothers in the world didn't do that, but we did that in ignorance. So coming into the knowledge, we understand now that shit is wrong, man, and that shit is nasty, man. Yeah, you're defiling that man's bed. You know, a woman is defiled now. She has another man's spirit upon her, man. So this is why the Lord has such a heavy penalty for acts like this, man. Okay, defiling yourself and another man's property. That shit is wicked, man. All right. Continuing on, back in Wisdom of Solomon 14, it says everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, faithlessness, disorder, falsehood, harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immorality. These are all things that are running rampant in Israel right now. Okay, these are things being done and justified by 2/3 right now, being endorsed by Israelite leaders right now, which shows a lot of you niggas are you're adulterers and you're idolaters, man. Okay, it says the worship of idols whose names should never be spoken is the beginning and the end, the cause and the result of every evil. And this is why the Lord is going to judge every last one of you wicked ass jakes out here, man. This is no light thing. And the fact that you got niggas trying to justify wickedness shows you that you niggas are not right. All right. We'll get a couple more scriptures and I'm going to close it out. What is it in Proverbs? Bear with me. I'm about to go on Google. Say, woe unto you that justify the wicked. Yeah, I'm about to go on Google. Salakia. Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. And that's exactly what General Yahanna is, man. He's an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and to Israel, man. Because for you to sit here, I'm gonna play it one more time, and justify some bullshit like this, man, hey, the Lord's gonna destroy this wicked ass nigga and all you that follow him, man. Man. And I'm gonna just stop it there, man. That's some bullshit. All right. Like I said, if you niggas want to continue to justify these wicked ass niggas, man, hey, so be it. That's on y'all, man. Okay, the truth is out there. All right. This is I'm ending with this. This is Titus chapter 1 and 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled. All right. And that's the majority of you, Jake, out here justifying this bullshit, man. Okay. Hey, you know what's hey, you should know right from wrong if you claim to have knowledge of these scriptures, man. It's not hard. The scriptures tell you it's simplicity in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We shouldn't even have to be talking about, a subject matter like this, man. But it is what it is, man. Okay. So it's our job to bring out the truth and to edify, man. Okay. Verse 16, they profess that they know Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. And the Lord is revealing these niggas more and more and more, and will continue to until it's time of judgment. All right. So our job is to continue just to continue in the doctrine that we have learned. All right. And continue to edify and believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in sincerity and truth. Stay humble and just continue to pray that the Lord keep the spirit on us, man. All right, the true spirit and the doctrine that we have been given. Okay. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna close that right here. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom.